Hey YouTube, this review will be on the 2007 ALMS LMP2 championship winning race car, the Porsche RS Spyder for Penske Racing. What a stunning looking model. I am so pleased that this was finally made. I had the opportunity to purchase one of these at the 6 Hours at the Glen back in June, but I decided to wait out on it, and luckily I was able to pick it off of Replicars for a much cheaper price. And this is a stunning looking model of the RS Spyder. Quite frankly, it is arguably that this is one of my favorite race cars that ever hit the track. So much my favorite that I actually never saw it on TV race. You know, I look back at history now, and this was one of the most beautifully designed race cars. It is also one that really took the fight to the manufacturers in the LMP1 class. You know, of course, with BOP, they had very similar power performances in the LMP2 and the LMP1 category. It is not like today where they're so far off and so far advanced as far as the P1 prototypes go. But this comes in the very generic Spark packaging. It does not come with, like, you know, any kind of Sebring packaging. It doesn't come with ALMS packaging. You know, it just comes in a very generic Spark one. That's about it right there. So we're going to take this thing out here. I'm going to take my time with this one. I'm going to cut the video and we'll get nutty gritty with the review of this sucker. So here's the car itself outside of the packaging, and of course every Spark model or even TSM really comes with a standard casing for it. As you can see, we'll zoom in on the casing here. This is this little sticker that comes with it with the product number and what the product is that you purchased, and it comes with its own little plastic case here, which makes it really awesome. You know, you don't want any kind of dust or any kind of markings or the outside elements coming onto your model. So there she is right here in front of you. What a stunning looking car itself. You know, it seems like they got the color right on this car, which is awesome that they got the color right on this thing. You know, it's got a very unique color combination here, because, you know, you wouldn't think of DHL partnering with Roger Penske, but guess what? For a number of years in the ALMS competition, that was a thing that happened. Penske and DHL got together and they kind of said, hey, you know, we're going to partner up and we're going to run a race car. And of course, this is number 7 as kind of predicted, because Roger Penske, when he first initiated his first sports car program, the numbers were 6 and 7. Then that's numbers, as you can well imagine, what numbers are on the current sports cars that he has. Keeps a man of tradition. I like that out of Roger Penske. So look how much detail this thing has. Look at the single lug nut, and look at that brake pad there. It also looks like, to me, it has a little bit of exhaust fumes on it. Like, it has a little bit of exhaust blowing out. I can't tell that this doesn't look like a race version, but if really they added that kind of detail to it, because keep in mind, Penske really cleans and they polish their cars after a race is over with. They want to add that kind of effect to it. I mean, that's pretty damn cool. It almost looks like exhaust coming out of it, but it might just be a different shade of yellow on there for whatever reason. But as you can see right here, just all around great detail. It's even got the little tow link here to where they can tow this car back to the paddock area. Another cool feature about this car is it's got the leader lights as when it originally debuted. That's when they debuted it back in 2007. It's got the retro IMSA logo. Back then, IMSA was kind of owned, quote-unquote, by the American Le Mans Series and Don Panos. Porsche's kind of caught off by the sponsor blocker, but there's Porsche right back there. It's got DHL sponsorship, of course. They partnered up. It looks like, to me, wow, the left side lug nuts are painted pink, and the right sides are painted blue. It's pretty cool. I like that. I like that little kind of cute little details about that. And of course, on the back bumpers, you got the little bumper guards. This really looks like a P2 prototype, and these are open cockpit prototypes. It did not get mandated for prototypes to be closed cockpit until, I believe, the 2016 WEC season, which the FIA regulated that all cars must be closed prototypes. Got RS Spyder logo. It's got, of course, this is number 7. The American Le Mans Series logo. I believe that says Green Racing. Let's see if we can get that zoomed in there. A world class. Ooh. I like how it says world class like that. It's even got detailed enough to where they even put the seatbelts on here. Sorry, my hand's a little bit shaky. I do apologize for that. But it's got even the seatbelt detailed. It's got the mirrors. Even the mirrors are detailed. It's got the little antenna right in front of the car. It's just an amazing model. It really is. Got Porsche right on top of the wing here. Just, oh God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's got the little winglets on the bumper guards. Of course, it's even got like the little quote sponsor blocker here, but this is another little winglet above, right by the cockpit. It's got, oh God, it's got these nice little winglets here on the front of the car. Add a little bit of extra downforce, and the nose of the car kind of extends out beyond that. It's got little vents right above the tires where air can escape, all for aerodynamics. That is sick. And air flows into the little containers here on the front of the car. Like I said before, the seatbelt detailing is incredible because the driver sits on the right side. And I do believe that they have the driver's names on here. I really can't focus in on here because it's got... Yeah, let's see if we can do this through here. Let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Nope, it says Porsche. Porsche design. And you can see the cockpit detail a little bit better by doing this. It's got the steering wheel. It's got the seat belts. You name it. They really went all out with this one. Absolutely incredible. The details of this model are absolutely incredible. Spark did an absolutely flawless job with this one. It's a perfect score for me. If you are to get like one retro car from the sports car universe, this is probably the #1 car to get. As far as my personal Penske bias goes. It is stunning. It is beautiful. They did a great job with this one. I absolutely say, you know, I mean, and you know, I'm looking at the vents here. These are open vents. These cars, of course, it's air to escape to it. It's not just decaled on here. I mean, one complaint I do have about this car, however, is that the fuel cell is not detailed here. Perhaps maybe the fuel cell's on the right side. Oh, I stood corrected. I guess with pit lanes on the right side, they have it covered here. I mean, I'd have it open here, but when the pit lane's on the left side, they have it here. It's kind of like what IndyCar does too. They have the same kind of deal here. I mean, that's incredible. That's nice detailing. I mean, whatever race this was run at, you know, the ALMS Championship, it was probably Laguna Seca, so this probably should be on the left side probably. But if it was at a different track, then it's definitely understood that the fuel cell's over here. And I believe that this is actually, is this just decaled or is this actually molded out? I believe that's molded out. That's not just a decal. God damn, did they really like 3D print this stuff? Like, this is incredible stuff here. It's even got the latch here to where you can take this off, snap it back on. Absolutely incredible stuff here. Got the little toe. It's even got a toe wink in the back to where they need the toe from the rear. Good God. This is incredible detail. But absolute home run with this car. I'm in love. I'm in love with it, and you should be too. Comment, like, and subscribe, and this is Race Day 2011, reminding you to support your local businesses during this rough time, and I'm always happy to see you.